Hello, happy campers. Spike.
Chris.
And the show is Geeking Out. And here we go. It's been a little while since we did this. Yep, it's time for that annual, everybody's favorite game show once a year. Which end is it going to come out of? And so I got the bonus round this year. I got it coming out of both ends. So, hi, Chris. How you doing? Hi, Chris. How you?
I'm doing good, even though I'm
I still blame you.
I know.
But anyway, I'm coming in here sniffing and sneezing and snotting.
I don't know what that is, but I will get it checked out.
But either way, boy, what did I jinx it or did I jinx it? I said you when back at the beginning of the year when we said 2022, hopefully it'll be better than 2021 was. Even though 2021 was a crap storm, even compared to 2020. We're like 2022, hopefully this will be a better. And even I said, and I knew I was wrong when I said it, well, maybe this one will be better. No, crap storm all the way around. Ukraine is burning to the ground right now. Ukraine, by the way, is home to Chernobyl, the worst nuclear disaster in human history, even worse than, well, as far as nuclear power plants go. But, so that's a whole happy mess of its own. But, meanwhile, over here in the real world,
everything makes sense.
We have stuff to talk about because this is Geeking Out. Well, I'm not going to say it makes sense because I wasn't so upset with mean tweets that I enabled an incontinent, incompetent idiot into office for the next 3 years, if he lives that long. Right, Kamala? Right. Anyway, so now that we've been struck off of YouTube, let's go on.
Yay.
I got coughs. Anyway, Chris is wearing a Joker shirt that says I got jokes. So
I do.
Do you like that shirt?
Yes.
Is that one of the ones I got you for Christmas?
Yes, it is.
I actually picked that up from, where was that? The MeTV store? I think I got it from MeTV.
Yes.
Yeah, because there was two of them. One was Canamit.
Yes.
To serve humanity. And then this one I got jokes. But Cesar Romero, of course, is the real Joker. But anyway.
Of course he is. Mustache and all.
Anyway, last time we had to talk about putting video in our video, and then before that we had to talk about Boba Fett. We need to talk about Boba Fett one more time because episode 7
Boba Fett
bit the dead donkey. That was, talk about a return to form. I ignored the Book of Boba Fett. What was it, first 4 episodes? I ignored the first 4 episodes, and then Baby Yoda turns up in episode 5, and I pay attention, and everybody else is paying attention, because there's Baby Yoda and the real Mandalorian. Can we just, let's just go ahead and say it right here and right now.
Okay.
The real Mandalorian is Baby Yoda Daddy, okay?
Yes.
So, Boba Fett is not the Mandalorian anymore. The real Mandalorian is Baby Yoda Daddy.
Yes.
So let's, episode, what was it, 7 of the Book of Boba Fett? The only thing, I got 2 impressions. You go ahead and you give your impressions first. I want to hear what you have to say on this.
I mean, the show itself has been what they call a slow process. But I was still in it because of everybody who was behind it. Now, when it came to the Mandalorian episodes and Baby Yoda, I was trying to figure out, like, why is this part of this story? Because it should have been just all about Mandalorian. Or in the new episodes of Mandalorian when it comes out. It shouldn't even be part of this. But it was, and those were the best parts. This last episode, it was a very long shootout that was not even exciting. It was really stupid. It was just plain dumb. It really was dumb. I mean, the shootouts was way too long. That one dude did this spin that everybody's memeing about now because it's so stupid. Like he just like did just, you know.
Yeah,
one
because
of these
everybody
spin
can
and just shoot like.
The
why?
one time we were not recording video, you're physically demonstrating.
I mean, yeah. I've tried. But yeah, like it was just so stupid, and there were scenes that didn't go nowhere. It's like the two girls that didn't like each other. It's like, what was their deal? Like, why do they hate each other so much? And then they're like, oh, cover us. We're going to go up to the rooftop. They go up to the rooftop to do absolutely nothing. Like, nothing happened. Because here's kind of Boba Fett riding what is this? One of those creatures called, whatever it is. But, man, it was just bad.
I will say.
That's my opinion on that.
I will say this about the Book of Boba Fett. Okay. Okay. The writers on this. Okay. Now, as far as I know, I don't know who all the writers were. Hold on. Jon Favreau, Noah Clore, based on Star Wars by George Lucas. Don't get excited. And Dave Filoni got one episode. Okay. Jon Favreau is... So you had a bad day. I think that's what this was. Because this is high school fan fiction. Okay? You can tell what Jon Favreau is invested in and what he's not. Okay? Jon Favreau... Now, Dave Filoni only wrote one episode. I don't know which one. I don't even care. It doesn't matter. Jon Favreau has writer credits on 7 episodes. Noah Clore has 7. I don't know who Noah Clore is. I mean, I'm hitting IMDb and looking as we go. Oh boy. He's a writer on all 7 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. He did a short called Alien Xmas. He wrote a short called Enlightened. The Amazing Cartwright, Sleigh Bells, Slay. He was a director on a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. Okay. I am going to say this.
He's the one that did it.
Noah Clore. Wait a minute. I want to see something here. Let me see his resume. I want to see how old he actually is. No, that's IMDb Pro. Back up. So anyway, he looks young. He's been running around since 2011, and he's got all of 6 credits to his name. This is his first major project. I can tell that you have a novice writer here. Okay? Let me explain what's going on here. When I was in high school, I wrote quite a bit. I should have kept writing, but life gets in the way. You know how that goes. Anyway. 90% of the stuff I read in writing journals in my senior year of high school read just like the Book of Boba Fett. Okay? Talky, just dialogue after dialogue after dialogue. Okay? Long, extemporaneous speeches, either far too little detail, so you don't know who anybody is, or far too much detail because you don't care who these people are. Okay? 0 character development. I know more. Now, we've got Mighty Morphin Ninja Turtles in Book of Boba Fett. That's the way I look at them. They ride KitchenAid mixers, is the way I look at it. Each one, they're supposed to be these super, oh my goodness, they're oh so cool space motorcycles. Oh my gosh, they got the big old handlebars, and here I am demonstrating the handlebars on an audio podcast. But they got the big old handlebars. They have headlights. Chris, how many times have you seen headlights in Star Wars? On anything?
I mean...
The only thing George Lucas has ever done you saw headlights on was American Graffiti, and that was back almost before I was born, okay? That was the last time George Lucas had a headlight on anything.
I mean, I know what they were trying to do they tried to make a biker gang full of emo kids. Basically, is what they are.
That is not Dave Filoni. Okay, and
No.
that is not Jon Favreau. You can tell which parts. Like, let's get back to the focus here. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni were involved with creating the Mandalorian. Okay,
Yes.
Baby Yoda and Baby Yoda Daddy. Okay, I swear I'm going to wind up calling him Doggy Daddy here in a minute. Anyway, Doggy Daddy. You can tell which ones they're invested in. You can tell that the reason Jon Favreau is there is because he put trust in, what's his face? I swear I can't remember his name. Noah Clore. He gave Noah Clore a chance, okay? He didn't want to do Book of Boba Fett, I don't believe. I think if you were to actually grab Jon Favreau, push him up against the wall, and good luck because he outweighs you about 2-1. But put him up against the wall and say, was this your idea? He'll say no. He was trying to give this kid a chance. And then he comes in, he sees just how spectacularly bad the first 4 episodes are going. Now understand, episodes 5 and 6 are not being filmed in a week.
Yeah.
Okay? You are not filming any sequence with Baby Yoda in a week.
Right.
There are reports that came out after episode 6 that there were extensive reshoots. There were rewrites, and there were all kinds of things going on trying to salvage episode 7 for release so it would come out on time. At the time, there was even talk they would do an episode 8 just to finish wrapping everything up. But no, they just went ahead and cut bait and left, which I'll get to that in a minute. But so obviously, Jon Favreau sees this train wreck coming and tries to help as best he can. Jon Favreau, I'm telling you, Favreau and Filoni were far more involved in episodes 5 and 6 than they were in 1, 2, 3, 4, or 7. Okay?
Yeah.
They may have been involved in 7, but just mainly trying to get the... It's like when Sully tried to land the... when Captain Sully had to land the jetliner into the Hudson River so it wouldn't crash many, many moons ago. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to do a controlled, safe crash landing here before they ruin the entire franchise. You can tell where the rewrites hit because Baby Yoda, spoiler alert, Baby Yoda comes back to help Mando and Boba Fett win their fight.
And who called that one?
Yes, you actually got one. Way to go. There's your golf clap.
I
Yes.
saw it and I was like, hey.
It's not. I don't even know if you could call it foreshadowing. It's just lazy writing more than anything. They set up the possibility because it worked because we were arguing about whether they were going to undo the sequel trilogy or not. Disney's not going to throw that much money away no matter what. And I'm sure there are like 5 people on the entire planet who actually give a rat's patoot about those 3 sequels. Y'all can have it. I don't care. I know they took pretty heavy backlash from a certain member of the Star Wars fandom for episode 7 of Boba Fett because it was just so bad. Like I said, no character development. You can see the cliches coming from a mile away. It was nice getting the giant monster movie at the very tail end with Baby Yoda sitting there putting him to sleep, spoiler alert.
Which was like the awe moment.
Yes, that was the obligatory awe moment. In a way, it was kind of like, okay, good, now I don't have to see any more Godzilla films for a while. And on the other hand, because you can tell it was supposed to be cool because you had Boba Fett writing this thing. Okay? So it was supposed to be a cool scene. It was supposed to be an awesome visual. What it turned out to be was the giant spider from Men in Black.
Oh, no.
Yes, that was the 21st century answer to the giant spider. Not even from Men in Black. It was Wild Wild West. My apologies. It was the Wild Wild West spider. Okay.
Wow.
Although Men in Black had its own pretty stinky moments. But anyway. So you can tell they were trying to hit every cliche. They honestly thought that the average person watching the Book of Boba Fett, was 12.
Yes.
They don't even understand that 12-year-olds are too sophisticated for that crap now. Okay, this is the kind of stuff, if you had put this on Disney Junior, you might have impressed your audience.
Wow.
Okay, that is how infantile the storytelling was here. Compare and contrast episode set. Now, I know, just like me, the vast majority of people who saw anything of Boba Fett saw episodes 5, 6, and 7. Completely ignored the first 4 episodes. I think you watched the first 4, didn't you?
Yes, I watched
Okay.
them all.
Sucker. The rest of humanity stuck with 5, 6, and 7. We watched 5 because we heard it was really good, and we're like, all right, if it's going to be good, let me give it a try. And then they watched 6 because 5 was so good, and then they stuck around for episode 7 because 6 was so good, and then they got let down. They're like, darn it, came in my mouth again. But anyway.
Oh, God.
So it was just a big old Star Wars bukkake at the end. But anyway.
It was really horrible. I hope that Disney, well, I know it's going to happen, but Disney's now overdoing it because they know that all of this sells pretty well. And, like, there's so many spin-offs, like we're getting Obi-Wan coming and things like that. But I knew as soon as, what's his name, Cat Bane showed up, and he gets killed, everybody was mad. Like, I heard people angry that Cat Bane died, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, watch, they'll give him his own series. And sure enough, I hear that they're actually giving him a series. So, I hope they don't do that with every character, you know? It's like, we don't need spin-offs and, you know, a bunch of those. Because then, heck, you can just open up an entirely new door full of spin-offs. And I don't want that.
And I don't blame you.
It's just bad.
Here is an article from a website called thedailycamera.com. Don't bother, especially if you're using an ad blocker. It's from 2009. Noah Clore is the twisted mind behind Boulder High's infected haunted house. That's who wrote the Book of Boba Fett, y'all. He was a high school student who helped design his high school's haunted house. That was his first claim to fame, which I have nothing against. Hey, art direction, creating custom design, and doing all this and that, and the workflows and stuff. But, yo, that's his qualifications, okay? Now, I'm still trying to see if I can find his frickin' age anywhere. But anyway, it don't matter, I guess. It really doesn't. Anywho. And, okay, now you saw the first 4 episodes. Those were not KitchenAids that the Mighty Morphin Ninja Turtles were writing, right? Because they came in a rainbow of colors.
They showed up in, like, I think the 4th episode. Or maybe the 3rd. I don't know. It was like a... It was... I mean, the first 4 was just him, you know, telling his story.
Yeah.
And to where he is now, which wasn't far apart.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've been in the desert for all this time. No, that's pretty much it. Like, that's nothing special, trust me.
Anyway, so, quite frankly, I've had enough of the Book of Boba Fett. I understand that what they've got coming up now. Which one's next? Is it Obi-Wan?
Yes.
Is Obi-Wan coming up next?
Yes.
And they've already leaked that he's going to fight Darth Vader twice.
Hayden Christensen, who played the younger version of Darth Vader, he's supposed to be in it, so he's coming back.
How much confidence do you think I have? And hey, here's a question. Am I going to be watching the first episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi the minute it hits Disney Plus?
No.
Are you going to be watching Obi-Wan Kenobi the minute it hits Disney Plus?
Yes.
Yes. So you'll be the one who talks about that one, not
That
me.
is true. I will.
But